SATW's Phoenix Awards Committee for History, Culture, and the Environment is pleased to pronounce 5 winners in 2023. Fairmont Hotels Resorts, part of Accor, was nominated by Toby Saltzman of the Canadian chapter. This hotel chain deserves international credit for spearheading environmental stewardship and sustainable practices in the hotel and resort industry since before the brand was created. It pioneered the establishment of green initiatives in the hotel and resort industries with its Green Partnership program, which helped other businesses green their operations. As far back as the early 1990s, Canadian Pacific Hotels were the first to ask people to reuse towels if possible to avoid wasting water for laundry. Each of the internationally located Fairmont Hotels and Resorts aims to protect the ecosystem of its location to balance conservation and public use. The Herring Era Museum in Siglo, Iceland, was nominated by Dale Ann Leatherman of the Eastern Chapter. It's the country's largest maritime museum and one of the only museums of its kind in the world. In the early 1900s, Iceland's northernmost village became a boomtown, with tens of thousands of Icelanders working to catch, salt, pack, and export herring to European countries. The herring industry disappeared, and rather than lose this important part of history, the townspeople salvaged and restored several buildings and collected as many herring-era artifacts as possible. The museum opened in 1994 and draws tourists to the north of Iceland. Inca Terra Hotels of Peru was nominated by Megan Padilla of the Central States chapter. Established in 1975, Inca Terra has been at the forefront of ecotourism and sustainable development in Peru. Their philosophy is that the primary purpose for running luxury hotels is to be able to financially preserve landscapes, heritage, and historically important structures that are central to Peru's history. Each property has a very different story of preservation. The Quechua culture at Hacienda Urubamba, the Inca and Spanish conquistador history in Cusco, the orchid collection and tea plantation of the cloud forest land in Machu Picchu, and the preservation and sustainability of the Amazon basin ecosystem and Amazonian culture of the Amazon Properties and Field Station. The Monterey Bay Aquarium Museum in Monterey, California, was nominated by John Poimeru of the Western Chapter. The Monterey Bay Aquarium restored and redesigned the Cannery Row buildings to a high level of quality, and their work conserving Monterey Bay and the Pacific Ocean is unparalleled. The most admired aquarium in the United States is a leader in science education and a global voice for ocean conservation through active programs in marine science and public policy. Everything they do works in concert to protect the future of oceans, and their exceptionalism is matched by its extraordinary commitment to environmental conservation and education, as the Monterey Bay Aquarium's mission is to inspire conservation of the ocean. Shreveport Common of Shreveport, Louisiana, was nominated by David DeVos of the Western Chapter. Shreveport Common is the creative placemaking revitalization of a long blighted historic area through a nationally recognized community vision planning process and the resulting uncommon, creative, culturally vibrant community. One of the more amazing aspects is that a large percentage of the development capital is coming from middle-class entrepreneurs raised in Shreveport. Investment bankers aren't pouring money into the bottom. Folks raised in the area are using small business loans to bring visitors into a previously avoided part of town. Shreveport Common is bringing tourists in from far and near, bringing prosperity to an area once known as the Bottom. Congratulations to all of the winners of the 2023 SATW Phoenix Awards for History, Culture, and the Environment.